I have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people.
Hey, look, a cave. Wonder what's inside.
What's up? Welcome back to Beat Goblin. Today I'm remixing music from Skyrim into a chill lo-fi beat. I'm doing this on the MPC One, but hopefully this will be followable even if you're not familiar with it as a platform. All that being said, let's jump into it. So here's the sample, ripped shamelessly from the soundtrack. And I was thinking this would make a great either lo-fi or vapor trap beat. We'll see what direction I end up going in. You've already heard the intro beat, but of course I haven't. So first of all, let's go to sample edit. Let's chop this up. So then I want to unlink these slices, convert, new drum program, non-destructive slice, send it. So now we've got all these chops to work with. The question, of course, is what the hell am I going to actually do with them? So, all right, now this is stupid quiet. So let me just give this. So the first thing I want to try to do is mess with the pitch. I'll just do it for a string of these. There's something to this. There's something in here. That piano just wrecks the groove. But you see where I'm going with this. Okay, so let me turn global timing correct off for a little bit here. Let's just wing it. That last one felt right, and I'm just going to harvest that one. See, like parts of it were okay, but overall, I basically just did 3 takes on the fly is what I have just accomplished. And then the rest of this we can just nuke. So I want all of this stuff to start perfect, like perfectly dead on. So now we minutely adjust this stuff until it really feels right. So that one feels a little late. That feels good. That feels really solid. So let me go ahead and just save this before we mess it up at all. And now I can copy this stuff and then start layering. That's my brilliant plan here. So next up, let's add a few more drums. Get a bit of a shuffle going. So this needs to be turned way down, probably. I just don't know if this is the right sample for this vibe. And then this needs a big ol' reverb. And then we adjust this guy until it's in the pocket perfectly. Okay, so I've got a pattern that I think works for the drums. So we're going to get back to fixing those last couple of Skyrim chops in a second. But first of all, I've gone ahead and added an MPC 3000 effect to my drums. And then I'm going to do similar processing for the Skyrim sample. The question is what? See, that's way too much. And while I'm in the effects department, let's get a ducker input on my kick, and then the ducker itself. Okay, so now that I've spent some time dialing in the mix, let's go ahead and try to fix those last couple Skyrim chop notes, one way or another. I think the big problem, I think these actually could work basically as is, but they kick in, like the chop itself kicks in at the wrong time. I almost wonder if we just use this as is. That's our little turnaround. That could be really neat. Okay, so that does need to be two separate samples because that's what I want. Okay, so now I guess I probably should start thinking about a bass line. We're just going to use a built-in plugin for that. Okay, let's just go for it. So I probably need a bit more saturation on this bass. This definitely needs a heavy ducker. I think we're very, very close, Hobbitses. Wrong fantasy franchise, but you know. Little distortion. Hear the little pop. I don't want that. This doesn't need reverb, this needs EQ. Okay, so next up, I think I want to add some other percussion. So once again, the very boring part of just scrolling. That might be kind of fun. Woo! No. Turn this way down. I give it a little bit of its own reverb. But not that, because that sounds like doo-doo. It's kind of a nice little... This needs to be really quiet. For that matter, this needs some high cut. So a reverse sample. Except then I needed to like Oh man, this is going to be a right pain in the ass, this is. Almost. Okay, here's my brilliant plan to not have to deal with this. I am going to send this kick to a mute group, and then I'm going to send this sound also to a mute group. So that reverb doesn't really need to be there. We just need to cut some highs. Very subtle. So the question is, of course, did that make it better? I think it did. So this is way too harsh. All right, I think I've done enough tweaking to this for today. This is as good as it's going to get, so here's the final beat. And that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more magical beat making on the MPC One, you can click or tap up over here, and I'll be back with a new video in a little bit.